4 p.m. slate. So we have the Vikings going to Seattle, and Seattle's a 10-point favorite here. Louie, I'm sorry, Clint, talk about it.
The Sam Darnold revenge game. Yeah, I hate that half a point on the 10-point spread, so I kind of chickened out. Only person in this group that said I would go with Vikings to cover if I had to. If I were to actually be betting, that'd be a no touch for me, fade. But I mean, you got to take the Seahawks to win this. I don't think that 9's going to shake his head enough to take on Sam Darnold. He's definitely not going to have enough of a standout moment to win against the guy he replaced. And the Seahawks team, I mean, as big of my McDonald guy, man, I wish he was my head coach in Atlanta. He is from here. His wife literally went to high school up the street from my garage I'm sitting in right now. But yeah, and then JSN both the answers. Yeah, on the opposite of Bahookie, who's given some real good, consistent defenders that he's going to have as a show out. I've had about 3 in a row me being a lame ass saying the best player on the team is going to show out. I mean, JSN 1,300 yards with 6 games to go. The guy has over 20 plus yards per catch. We talk about him being sicko mode. I mean, just saying 20 plus yards per catch and 1,300 yards with 6 games left to go did make me feel lightheaded. I mean,
he's running he's running 4.5 yards per route. Like what?
Well, and the Vikings secondary has kind of been one of those mottos in the draft the last few years of they should take a safety, they should take a corner, they should take a safety, they should take a corner. They don't have anything with him. He's about to go off.
Yeah, Brian. They just never do, and they rely on Brian Flores to try and just scheme up a pass rush to get there before they can cut, they get open, and just at a certain point, man, that shit just doesn't work. You need some guys who can cover. All right, Bahookie, go for
it. Yeah, this Vikings team, since that Lions win, has looked pretty abysmal. JJ McCarthy tricked me for a week into thinking that he might actually be decent, and what do you know? I was wrong. Seahawks to win, Seahawks to cover. I went with Derrick Hall, outside linebacker, to be the stud of the game here, to get after 9 and continue to make him look like a pissy pants player of the week,
like Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, take your pick for plus quarterbacks. Ryan Leaf. Who are some other ones? Doesn't matter.
Johnny Manziel.
And then I went with Kenneth Walker for any
Josh Rosen.
Chosen Rosen.
That's an excellent one.
But yeah, Kenneth Walker, as Louie mentioned, his usage hasn't been that great near the goal line. Charbonnet's gotten a lot of those touches, but I think Kenneth Walker is due.
Word. Seahawks to win. Seahawks cover the 10.5 here. They should smack this team upside the head. Give me Nick Emmanwori as my sicko of the game. Just him and this Mike. He is the Kyle Hamilton in this defense. We should have picked this right as soon as that draft pick. As soon as that got announced, we should have put 1 and 2 together.
Literally the perfect fit of all 32 teams. If he was my son, I'd be looking at him on draft night, being like, "Holy shit, we just hit the lotto."
Yeah, perfect. He uses him exactly how he should be used. He's all over the field, and I think that McDonald's going to put him in spots to be advantageous with the football and make 9 look like an idiot, just more than he makes himself look dumb. And then give me AJ Barner to score a touchdown here. He had a down week last week, but he's shown that he could be a top tier tight end in this league and an actual pass game plus.
Hearing you say that AJ Barner can realistically be a top tier tight end in this league, and I'm over here trotting around Kyle Pitts, kind of made me want to kill myself right there.
Yeah, dude, that's so bad, man. Yeah, no, you guys used the top 5 pick on him. That's fucking cheeks. it sucks for him because he's like not a bad player. It's just he's never gonna live up to that draft capital ever. So it was a lose for that one. Moving into Bills at Steelers. Bahookie, how about you talk?
This is a huge game for both teams. This is one of the better. I mean, objectively, I think this is one of the better games of the week. Aaron Rodgers is expected to play with the broken bone in his wrist. I don't think it matters. I think this Bills team, we're now getting into the last third of the year, and this team has done the same thing the last 3-4 years, where they're like the September Super Bowl champions. They're like everyone wants to crown them so early. They start out hot, then mid-season they forget what the fuck a football is. And then Josh Allen's like, all right, hold my fucking beer, boys. And this is where it starts right here. Pittsburgh is a team that, like, growing up when it in the 17-year drought era, they always had our number. We had sometimes they kicked our ass. Sometimes we had some crushing losses, or some heartbreaking losses rather. But yeah, I think that we're gonna show up for this one. I got Bills winning, Bills covering. I got Tyrell Shavers is my stud of the game. He's been working his ass off in practice. He's showed up. He didn't get in. I don't know if he had any targets last week against Houston, which was just absolutely absurd. And Joe Brady has got to be on the hot seat, in my opinion. Some people are talking about him as a future head coach. He needs to get this team right and get the ball to Tyrell Shavers, because he's earned it. And I went with Ty Johnson for anytime touchdown. James Cook, rightfully so, gets a lot of the hype. Ty Johnson has showed up in a lot of spots this year, particularly on that hook and ladder play on that 4th and 27. He caught it. He hit the lateral. Man, I thought when we got that 4th and 27, I really thought we were going to do it. I sat there earlier and just let Louie have his moment, but fuck, man, pick up a 4th and 27. I really thought we were going to do it, but then we can't pick up a 3rd and 1. You got to be shitting me. It's not going to happen this week. We're getting that 8th win, and we're going to start looking like the Buffalo Bills again.
Yeah, I have the Bills winning. I have the Steelers covering just because I don't like the hook there. I do think this is a field goal game. If you have, Aaron Rodgers there, I think this defense can get Josh to make a mistake or two, possibly. I definitely think they're going to win still. I do think Josh Allen's going to be the sicko of the game, just because he has to wear the cape with this version of the Bills. He is like their Superman. Give me James Cook to score a touchdown, because theoretically, what this Bills team, from like an outside view, what they're trying to do is they're trying to run outside zone. They're trying to hammer outside zone with James Cook. That's what they're trying to do. And if you start beating the outside zone with James Cook, they want to run inside zone with James Cook. Once you beat that, then they're trying to go to Josh Allen. I think that they've kind of mistaken James Cook and Josh Allen. Like, you need to use Cook as an ancillary, like as an assistant piece. He shouldn't be the main engine. Allen is the main engine. Cook is an ancillary piece, and I think they've gotten that mixed up. And I think that's a problem of theirs right this second, because they don't have the weapons on the outside. And if you stop that inside zone, you're stopping a lot of this offense, and you're forcing Josh to make a lot of these plays. I don't think the Steelers can really stop those plays, though. That's why I have the Bills winning and such. One final note on that. I know you said that this is like the same old story of the Bills for the last couple of years. Well, I do agree with that. The same old thing is not going to happen. I don't think they're winning the division this year, buddy. Go for it, Clint.
Yeah, I mean, I can be a quick one here as far as time, because I had the same answers as Tyler. I think that P5 on the spread is very much a hook. I think, it's a field goal game, and it's no more than a 6-point win. Vegas has got that one pinned nice. I would fade that if I was actually betting on it. And adding to that point, I don't see Aaron Rodgers battling through this hand and coming out and taking a touchdown plus loss. Allen's got to go God mode. And same answer as far as James Cook. But this, to me, is the matchup I'm the most excited to watch of this weekend. And, a team that's got to answer the bell in Buffalo.
Yeah, no, you're right about one thing, Bahookie. The time is now. Like, they got to start looking like the Bills, like, soon. If it's not now, when, Moving into Raiders at Chargers. The Chargers are 10-point favorites here. Clint, go for it.
I think the Raiders are just a team that at this point, it's like, I say this as respectfully as possible. Old man Pete Carroll's a one and done. I had Kamani Vidal as my guy that I think is going to get the touchdown. He's only got 2 on the season. But, getting 4.3 yards per carry, coming in, having to fill in after injury for the Chargers. Going to try and just slow the game down for themselves as far as running the ball and keeping the time of possession. So this spread is a sneaky one to that point of the kind of style of play I think you're going to get out of Harbaugh. And lastly, I put Ladd as the guy that I think is going to show out just because I think you get fed targets against a Raiders secondary that just – they got to draft some talent. They don't have any corners. You get Ladd's twitchiness, route running, and outside of the hash marks, just being able to dance around somebody. I could see him showing out. But this game is – what did I just say about, oh, man, Steelers, Bills, this is a team that's got to turn it on. Oh, this is the best – this is the matchup I'm the most excited about. This is just kind of a lame duck contest.
Yeah, I feel that. Go for it, Bahookie.
Yeah, I took Chargers to win here. I did take the Raiders on the spread. Maybe I'm way off on that one, but I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be like a lower scoring game. But I feel like with that being said, like the Chargers are going to be in control and play the game that they want to play. I went with Justin Herbert as my stud of the game, and you're talking about old man Pete Carroll. How about old man Keenan Allen finding his way into the end zone?
Nice transition. I took the Chargers to win and then I had the Raiders to cover here. And then after the first 3 words that you said, Clint, I changed it to the Chargers because I looked at my sheet and I was just like, fuck am I having the Raiders covering any sort of margin for? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I thought to myself, oh, you might get the OC bump. You might get a bump because they fired Chip Kelly and you got a new play caller. But like, this team's dead on arrival. They're come out flat in every spot. They just lost to the Browns. Like Shador Sanders hung up 24 on them. Like Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, no Rashawn Slater. This Chargers team's in a roll. Give me the Chargers, and then Brock Bowers to be the sicko, then Oronde Gadsden to score a touchdown.